Let's call this meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation following. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear God, please bless our elected officials, grant them the wisdom to know and the courage to do what is right for all citizens. Amen.
Amen. Roll call, please.
Allen?
Here.
LaFour?
Here.
Mistravich?
Here.
Reindell?
Here.
Ricks?
Here.
Schultz?
Here.
Warren?
Here.
Motion to approve the minutes of the regular council meeting of June 17th would be in order.
I'll make the motion. Support.
Motion been made and supported. Any discussion on these minutes? Being not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Move on to audience comments. This evening we have Miss Richmond in her court. Would you guys like to come up to the microphone so the people at home can hear you? And I should say the chairperson from Good Old Days that runs the entire Queen's program, Laura Ottenbacher, is with us also this evening. Ladies, tell us what's going on. Introduce yourself first, please.
Hi, I'm Riley Jacks. I'm Miss Richmond 2024.
Hi, I'm Faith Thompson. I'm Miss Richmond Court 2024.
And I'm Catherine Kusowski-Starnes. I'm Miss Richmond Court 2024.
So we all got the opportunity to represent Richmond through our Miss Richmond pageant. So we all got the opportunity to show our public speaking. We got to talk to our judges one-on-one, and we got to show our dance moves, or lack thereof, to the best of our abilities. And from there on, that's when Faith, Catherine, and I got chosen to represent the city of Richmond. So far, we've been to 3 parades: the St. Clair Memorial Parade, the Franken Booth Bavarian Festival Parade, and the Bay Rama Fish Fly Festival Parade. And we've also gotten the opportunity to volunteer at certain events like the Selfridge Air Show, the Easter Egg Hunt, and the Post Office Food Drive. And we also got to be representatives of Richmond at the Heritage Festival yesterday, and we also got to go to the Miss Armada pageant where we got to meet 3 new queens who we get to spend our summer with.
Very good.
So coming up, we have a few more parades like Lexington, Yale, Memphis, Marine City, and Romeo. And then we're going to top off our summer of parades, but with the Richmond Good Old Days Festival, where we're going to represent our town of Richmond. And yeah, we're super excited for that.
And then this winter, we'll have our last 2 parades, the Mount Clemens Santa Parade and then the Richmond Santa Parade, where we will help the Little Miss light the big tree in town. And then in March, we will go to the elementary school to help with March's Reading Month for little ones.
So this summer already has been super fun. We've enjoyed all the parades. We get to meet so many new queens throughout the state of Michigan. And we've all enjoyed spending time in these moments together, definitely. We love representing our small town, and we wanted to take the time now to thank Miss Laura Ottenbacher for giving us the opportunity and being our biggest cheerleader through all of it, and also thanking you all as well and everyone who is involved in running the festival. We really wouldn't have this opportunity if it wasn't for you all and all the hard work and time and effort that you all put in to running the festival, and we are very, very grateful for everything that you do for our small town. So thank you.
Very good. I give them an A+. They did very well, very well. No, you guys did a great job. Glad you're here tonight. Does anybody have any questions while we got them up here? No, they're going to take it easy on you. We've heard you've done a great job and spent a lot of your personal time, along with Laura, getting ready for the parades and actually being in the parades. And I heard the St. Clair Shores one was pretty tough one, pretty long.
Yeah.
Way to start off.
Yeah, they weren't
Are you
too
getting
nice,
this out there?
but-
You're getting the Good Old Days name out there. You're getting the city of Richmond. You're representing
Yes,
well this
always.
summer.
And she was Little Miss Richmond in 2012.
Huh?
Catherine was on her court. Yeah. I wasn't, because I wasn't the most patient child in the world. But I did grow up by the town clock with the light-up sign on my front lawn every year, and I always watched the Grand Parade on my front porch. So it's very cool to see it from a different perspective and be able to celebrate with the town. We really appreciate everything.
Great, great. Well, thank you very much.
Thank
Laura,
you.
Thank you for bringing them tonight. Yeah, have a good rest of the summer,
Thank you.
and we'll see you in September. And you can leave, too. You don't have to sit through the whole thing. Okay, adoption of agenda. Mr. City Manager, we have a change.
Yes, I'd request that we add item 4, DTE cap agreement, Beebe Street.
City Council, anything else? Being not, a motion to accept the amended agenda would be in order.
I'll make the motion.
Support.
What's been made and supported, any discussion? Being not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Is there a motion for the consent agenda?
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Support.
Motion's been made and supported. There is no discussion on our rules for the consent agenda. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We have items for consideration. We have 4. The first one being consideration of purchase of police vehicle. Mr. City Manager?
The fiscal year 24-25 Police Department budget includes the purchase of one 2025 Ford Police Explorer vehicle. The proposed new patrol SUV will mirror the looks and equipment of the current SUVs and will replace the last of the 2015 patrol units still in service. Longhammer Ford of Owasso holds the state bid for my deal, so we don't have any purchasing ordinance requirements because it's already done through the state.
Thank you. Chief, anything to add to this?
I think the price went down just a little bit, and this should be the, and by a little bit, I mean literally $10.
Yeah.
But it still went down. It still went down. But this should be the last vehicle for the next fiscal year, so we should be pretty good, sitting pretty good.
Good, great. Is there a motion before discussion?
Make the motion to authorize the purchase of a 2025, excuse me, Ford Police Explorer Interceptor SUV in the amount of $48,761 with the necessary added options from Longhammer Ford of Owasso with the expense charged to the appropriate line item in the Police Department Equipment Acquisition Fund.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Any further discussion on this? As we discussed this thoroughly during the workshop meetings, before we set our budget. All in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Item number 2, consideration of purchase computers for the police department. Mr. City Manager?
The fiscal year 24-25 budget also included new computers for the police and communications departments. The current state of our computers are kind of end of life. They're all 8 to 9 years old, and since they run 24/7, they age rather quickly. The IT company that the police department works with, Porter & Black, have priced them out through, again, the state bid through my deal, through Dell Computers, and then they have a $1,800 installation charge. So this would replace all of the computers in the PD and communications.
Thank you. Chief, anything to add to that?
Nothing to add to that. That's, said it exactly right.
Bring you up to date in the police department?
Correct.
Things are getting a
Yeah,
little
nothing
old, some of
fancy,
the-
just regular computers, so.
Very good. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the proposal to purchase and install the Dell computers within the police department from Porter & Black in the total amount of $21,704 with expenses charged to appropriate line items, police equipment acquisition and communications equipment acquisition.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Is there any discussion on this item? Again, something we had gone over carefully when we were looking at things during our budget workshops.
Do they just trade the old ones in, Chief?
I frankly don't know what they do with the old ones. I know we have to get rid of the hard drives, but then they take care of it after that.
Anything else? And there is no audience here. That's why I haven't gone to the audience for those people at home. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Item number 3, consideration of special event request, mobile food vendor, Health Quest. Mr. City Manager?
Council is scheduled to consider a special event request for a mobile food vendor for Health Quest Physical Therapy. on South Main to have a mobile food vendor. They are having their second annual car show and open house for this business, and this year they wanted to add in a lemonade stand. This is the same lemonade vendor that they have at the farm market. They are transitioning, and she's purchased a trailer that I did lay a photo on your table tonight. So they just purchased that, so it'll be a trailer versus a tent.
Very good. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the special event request for mobile food vendor from Health Quest Physical Therapy to have a mobile food vendor, the locals, on site for their second annual car show fundraiser on Saturday, July 20th from 1 p.m. until 6 p.m.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Is there any discussion on this item? Seeing none? All in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye. Aye. Against? Motion does pass. We wish them good weather. Item number 4 on the amended agenda is the DTE cap agreement. Mr. City Manager.
Council is scheduled to consider approving a DTE cap agreement to install 2 100 kVA transformers on Beebe Street in front of the festival field in Beebe Street Park. Recently, the city and festival have been working with DTE to provide additional power for the festival grounds. As the property owner is the city of Richmond, the DTE cap agreement and the check need to come from the city. However, the festival has already provided all the funds necessary for the project to the city.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approving the DTE cap agreement in the amount of $25,491.52 and bring the additional power to the Beebe Street Park with the Good Old Days Festival covering the costs of the agreement.
Support. Motion been made and supported. Any discussion on this item? Being not, all in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We move on to council comments. I'm sorry, miscellaneous matters from the city manager would be first.
Just a reminder that city offices are closed on Friday, July 5th, as well as the 4th. We did transition to the new trash day today. They've been out working, may still be out there as they learn the city and learn the different small streets and nooks and crannies. But so far, it's going well for a transition of this size. And as we've all know, we've done a direct mailing to the residents. We've had it on the library, rec, and police department Facebook pages, the city's YouTube, the city's website, and
The sign on Main Street.
the sign on Main Street in front of the Odd, and then in the paper. So I think there was like 6 different ways, and certainly, you know, there are people that miss those, and so we're working with them, but it's so far okay.
I think the administration did a good job of covering just about every base you could possibly do without knocking on every door in town telling them that it's changing to Monday. So, you know, good job on doing this, John. I'm sure you'll get some phone calls.
Yep, we're prepared.
Send them to the clerk? Is that the clerk's responsibility, I believe?
Had a few today and anticipate more tomorrow, so.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it'll get better.
Yeah.
And it was a much better deal in the long run for everyone. All right, we move on to council comments. Michael?
Nothing, thank you.
Nothing.
Nothing tonight, Mayor.
Yum?
Just congratulate Rags on their Heritage Days Festival. No, Saturday it was pretty humid and warm, but they still had a good turnout. And I didn't go up yesterday, but I'm sure they probably had maybe more people yesterday with
They
the
did.
cooler weather.
They said,
so-
I was up yesterday, and they
Okay.
said they had more people yesterday.
Okay.
And
Well,
much more comfortable.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely,
yes, much more
definitely.
comfortable.
But I appreciate them and all the work they do to put that on.
Yeah, very good. John?
I have nothing.
Rod?
Nothing.
Okay. Let's go to the calendar. Today being the 1st, we have a Recreation Board meeting tomorrow night at 7 o'clock right here at City Hall. We will be closed, as stated, on Thursday and Friday of this week. Happy 4th of July to everybody. Be careful this weekend. It's a long weekend for a lot of people. City Hall will open back up on Monday, and we will have a cable commission meeting at 6:30 on the 9th here at City Hall. And as far as we know right now, there is no planning commission meeting if you're using your calendar. And 2 weeks from tonight will be our next regular city council meeting at 7 o'clock. We have a 5:30, I believe, workshop meeting. Is that right?
Correct,
5:30.
yes.
Workshop meeting here. And we have a couple things here. We have a garage sale. Our annual garage sale held in the park by the Recreation Department will be Saturday, July 27th. That'll be a ways off, but if you're interested, 727-3064. And we also have a ventriloquist. Richard Paul will be here in the parks on Thursday, July 25th. And where's the time on that? Do you see a time on that, Rod? I don't see a time on it. There it is, up there. At 11 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, July 25th, the ventriloquist will be in town. And if you have any questions on that, also 727-3064. Is there any other items we need to mention at this point? If not, we do have a closed session this evening. We need a motion.
I'll make a motion to convene into closed session in accordance with Section 8D of the Michigan Open Meetings Act, Public Act 267 of 1976, as amended, to consider the purchase or lease of real property as requested by administration.
Support.
Motion made and supported. Any discussion? Being not, roll call, please.
Lepore,
Yes.
Mr.
Yes.
Rindell.
Yep.
Ricks.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Warren.
Yes.
Allen.
Yes.
Motion passes. We'll go into closed session at this time.